Hi, everyone. I am Laura Hentella, and I'm here with Don Bracco, and we have something so exciting that we want to share with you guys. And it is something totally different that the Fun Training team has done, and so we want to share it with you. And I'm so excited. So it's all about high life travel, you guys. It is travel because Don and I are so passionate about travel. And look at my background. It's travel, it's Hawaii, and that is what we're going to focus on, but I don't want to go in too much detail yet. I just want to let you know that if you are into travel and travel excites you, you're going to love what we have to share with you. And make sure that you share it with your team, because even though you may not be a travel bug, there's someone on your team that is going to love this. So we want to build it big and build it fast. And let me tell you how the travel bug hit me. Now, I always love travel, right? I love going places, and I love seeing the different cultures and stuff. And I love the history and seeing how people lived in bygone eras and stuff. That's kind of what I love about travel. But that was kind of always in the background, and I kind of knew we had high life travel and stuff. But I saw Robert Hollis post a video when he was traveling to Budapest for the boot camp. And he just took a video of his first class cabin on Delta Airlines. And that hit me. I'm like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. I want to travel, and I want to travel in style. And so when I was at boot camp, Don was sitting next to me, and Ed Parker came on talking about high life travel, and Dawn got a big smile on her face. So I'm going to pass it over to Dawn, and she's actually our travel aficionado because she's been in the industry for 10 years, so or more, a decade or more. So she knows travel. I'm just a wannabe traveler, but she knows all about it. So Dawn, I'm going to pass it over to you and share how you got.
Well, I'm looking forward to sharing the excitement too. It was great. You could feel both Laura and I were, you could feel us being tickled on the inside of our bodies just when Ed Parker was talking. And to have an opportunity to work with her, first of all, I'm grateful. Second of all, to work on a fun project, right? Because the one thing about travel is we're talking about somebody's struggles with health. We're not talking about somebody's struggles with losing weight. We're not talking about the health crises that some folks might have. What we're talking about are dreams and desires, and that is for me a higher vibe. So I'm really, fortunately or unfortunately, going after it with all my might. And as Laura did say, I have been in the travel industry since 2007. I have been a bona fide travel agent for over a decade. I sent people that I didn't know and friends to faraway places that I haven't even been to yet. And I say yet very clearly now, because after experiencing the High Life Travel platform that we have currently, I cannot be more excited. So we partnered up, got a couple of other folks that were willing to actually pick this as their passion. Dallas did really open our eyes up too when Josh was talking so much about all the different brands that we have and stuff, not only now, but what is coming forward. And it really drove me to, just for my own sanity, right? To pick something I can be passionate about, that I can saturate in, become an expert in, and then move forward with that. And I have to say, even if you bottom line it at the money, that the travel industry brings in, you have a bigger pot to pull from if you think you're going to get an income from it. Now, I will say, just for those of you who either have been travel agents before or travel professionals before, what we're doing now is a little different than what we did as that professional, because I was making money if somebody went to a destination, right? In our product and what we're promoting right now are the savings packages. So our first thing we need to do is determine and drive behavior, first of all, to buy those packages. And then the second behavior we need to drive is that they use them, right? Because we do know there are folks that have had membership, right, paid monthly before on travel memberships and then didn't really use them. So since we get paid on the packages and the re-up of packages, right, to continue growing their savings package as they can, our job is a little twofold. Bring the dream forward so they can see it, right, and believe it that they can get there. And when you see really good pricing, that belief system comes quicker. And then I tested it out, you guys. And I'm just going to share too how this happened for me to get a little extra excited. Um, I had some loyalty credits that, I was letting that bank account just kind of like, do its own thing. I had some loyalty credits and I decided to invest in a travel package after Dallas once I saw what Ed Parker said that we had, right? I wasn't even smart enough to do like Vicky did and just send her own self a travel card and look at it that way. I wasn't even that smart. So I was just thinking about how do I need to get the travel package. Once I got the travel package and compared it to what I was using already and compared it to what everyone else is using, typically booking.com or a travel site like that, and I saw every single time we got a better savings on High Life Travel. And then it became clear when Ed Parker said that we have the largest inventory of wholesale pricing. So you need to understand there's a lot of people who will believe that we cannot compete with Expedia, we can't compete with Priceline because what they have to offer has everything in it, right? But here's what happens is if you have everything, but you don't have the cool pricing like we have, what good is that? Right? Because everybody's going to be looking for the pricing. So if I'm looking at wholesale pricing and now I'm convinced that we have the largest platform or the platform is the largest wholesale inventory, I may not have everything that everybody has except the best price. And I have to tell you, that's typically what convinces people to travel. So I'm trying desperately here, Laura. Please temper me if you need to. I get a little passionate and I'm so excited about this. I can start talking a little faster and faster and faster. So I hear myself when I'm trying to back up a little bit. So we kind of came together. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to be forever grateful to figure out on the side, because we already know the fun team is pretty much glowing and growing and doing what we need to do. We have some processes that are, the onboarding on Monday nights, the opportunity on Thursday launches, to me are ideal. We didn't want to mess with that. We want to add to it, add the flavor to it of how can we also feed the travel needs of the billions of people on this planet who are doing it. At the same time, we're helping people get into this business and help their friends make money as well as them, right? So, with that in mind, we do have a little bit of, it was a little bit of a task in front of us because the world is in our hands, right? We have so many places that we can see and so many things that we can do. We broke it into a little 12-week program. So weekly, we will have a different destination that we will highlight, right? I'm fortunate right now. We're very fortunate to have some folks who are professionals in the industry to create what we're looking at and what we're feeling into something that we can hold on to and touch and share with others. So they're helping us with the experience of all the destinations that we have. The experience comes typically through visual and sounds, where you can tap into people's emotions. It already makes sense to travel, right? Because people learn new things, they have a good time every time, so we don't really have to talk people into traveling. There, most folks, not everybody, if you travel for business, sometimes you get a little turned off by it, but most people travel without needing to be tugged into it, right? They don't need to be talked into it. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with the idea that, let's say this week, shall we tell them, Lauren? This week, you guys, we chose Hawaii. The Hawaiian Islands are very popular as a, right, hence the palm tree that's moving. Do you see how that movement of the wind blowing behind Laura actually makes you feel like she's there? I see Laura is there. I am now getting that feeling that that is something I can believe in and something I can do too. That's the promotion, right? That's done. That's how you convince people they want it, right? But we're going to do this on a weekly basis, offering a webinar from our group, right? The what group? I wonder what group we haven't decided that yet. That will put that through, right? But all of us will have access to that webinar every Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is 6 o'clock, right? Pacific time for you, or is that 5 o'clock for
That's
you?
5. It's 5 Pacific. So we will definitely need to have it recording for the people who work on the West Coast.
Right, right. The recording is perfect, not only for the timing of differences for time zones, but the recording is perfect for reuse. You cannot talk about Hawaii enough, I promise you. So we'll be able to talk about it over and over again. So we're hoping, I mean, our plan is that each one of those webinars recorded by Fantasy Destination will find a home that is a resource for us to be able to use. But going forward for this week, let's just focus on this week for just a moment. Wednesday evening will be our first one. The intent is to invite everyone and anyone that is interested, that in travel. I'm kind of focusing on folks that I know that do group travel. So normally when they go to travel, they travel with all their friends. So I can sell packages in groups, right? But anybody who's interested can be invited to these webinars. And the webinar will literally take them to the destination, walk them through excursions, the things that can be done there, the tastes of the destination. So we're not going to talk about food, we're going to talk about dining. We're doing that because all of that stuff is available in High Life Travel, right? Once you have a package in High Life Travel, you also have a second portal to savings that helps you save money at your destinations, at different food places and dining places. So we're going to show the whole experience of High Life Travel while showing the whole experience of a destination with knowing, right? I keep saying I'm hoping this is going to happen, but you guys need to understand, being in the travel industry, I already know what's going to happen. I've seen it happen before. And what happens is people get guided. As soon as you give them that experience, that desire, they will be guided to, you tell me what I need to do to get there. And all we have to do is guide them to their package. So a part of the webinar will be not only guiding to the package, but we will have video of the package itself within the webinar, so people can see, like this week is Hawaii, see what the prices would be if they were really in Hawaii, right? They will get the experience of knowing, because some of that information will be shared through corporate voice, right, of what's happening in High Life Travel. So I know it's going to be totally different, not like on board that you can understand what I'm saying because you haven't seen the webinar, but there's been a lot of work. I'm thankful for Tanya. I'm thankful for Shannon. I'm thankful for Tammy. I'm thankful for Michelle. I'm thankful for Kelly Hernandez. All of you guys' passion and your desire to have this work and share what you guys can share at the same time has been beautiful. It has actually been given the confidence for us to keep moving forward and the courage to keep moving forward, right? Because this is a new scenario that we've done in the Fun Team. yes, I do have some experience at it, but it is, like I said, a little twist of what I've done before. So we'll probably have some things that will need to change going forward. You guys help us do that, right? If it didn't feel right for you, let us know, and we can certainly add flavor to it where we need to. And I'm really hoping that you guys will join us this week to see how we're going to show off these destinations. And I can almost guarantee you guys, I really am feeling it, that if all that goes with what we have intended to do, because intentions have been set here, I truly believe the packages will be sold from your back office, and you'll be making money from those packages being sold in your back office. And then in addition, with us driving the desire and the destination and not having them wait until they get an email from High Life Travel that says, hey, do you want to go to Orlando this week? I got a good deal, right? Without making them wait for that and have it become a distant thought process for them, we keep bringing it forward to them every week with another place to go, another place to go. Anybody who doesn't have a package will get one, and everybody who has one will be spending it. And what we need to do is not only allow them to purchase those packages from us so our back office checks look really nice, but we also need to be a advocate of that product by helping them use the savings that they have in that package, so they will have to re-up with more savings. That is what's going to give us a recurring back office chunk of money, right? And that's, I know, is what has turned some people away from doing travel, is because they believe that they're not going to have a monthly occurrence again, right? And I believe wholeheartedly that once we get started, we kick off 12 weeks, we're going to have just a flow of revolving people who are buying packages and who are using those packages. And it will get to the point where you won't notice whether people are buying packages or using those packages and re-upping anymore. You won't even have to pay attention to that, because there'll be enough money coming in for you to only be concerned about cashing the check. That's all. That's where I'm hoping that we get to. We do have a list of 12 locations, destinations. But if you guys think about place that you would think that we want to go, here's the only thing I ask, so you don't get your feelings hurt if we don't use that destination. If it is just something you want to go see, it may not be something that everybody wants to see. So check the facts. I will say the best part about travel is data is there. So many people have traveled. The data of travelers is there. You know where they're traveling, you know who's traveling, you know what time of year they're traveling at, and you know how much money they're spending to do that travel. That data can be Googled. That is what I do. I Google that data to be sure that if I'm saying the destination is Hawaii this week, it's because May is the Mahalo month, where Hawaii says thank you to travelers, and they typically have really good deals for Hawaii, and they will start promoting them now for Mahalo month. I know how many people travel to Hawaii during that time. It is worth our effort. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because there's millions of places to go to in this world. But what we're really looking for is the destinations where a lot of people are going to. In some cases, they're a little higher on the price market, so that way we can sell the higher packages. But we will absolutely take any ideas of places where people want to go. Laura, did you want to share with them some of the ideas that we have now? Or
yeah, I just kind of want to let you guys know to definitely invite your friends and stuff. And how the flow of the webinar is we are showing Hawaii, the different destinations and landscapes, and all put to music just to get you the feels, and And then the excursions, so people see the excursions and like, oh my gosh, that looks so fun, I want to do that. It's all about the feels, right? And then we're going to show 3 different categories of hotels: 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. And we have pictures of the hotels kind of set into video as well, so that they can see what the hotels look like. We're going to show the pricing savings that they can get on these rooms at the different hotels, which will entice them to want to get a package, right? So that they can save. And we're going to, and just so where Dawn said that, it's not like a monthly thing. Just when you think about it, you guys, if you get 10 people just to buy the little package of $199, that's 1,000 BV right there, right? And if we're doing this weekly, just think how that can grow. And we, ideally don't want them to buy the small package, but that's the worst case scenario, 1,000 BV, just having 10 people. So you guys, this can be huge, and we want it exciting. And we're also offering trivia on the places where we're going. So there's some interest, like, did you know? Da, 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 da. So people are going to kind of learn stuff too. So it's not just a PowerPoint slide presentation, picture, wording, picture, wording. No, it's none of that. This is totally different. And that's why we're so excited. And it's been a lot of work, you guys. Dawn, Tanya, and I have put in, lots of hours to kind of get this going. And Dawn has some friends who are professionals in the video part. So this is going to look good. And I haven't seen the final presentation yet, but I am super excited. And so thank you guys. We just wanted to hop on here and let you know what is coming. So mark your calendars for Wednesday. And I'm just so excited. And we will see you on the webinar, right, Dawn?
Yes, yes, I
Anything else, or
cannot
we can
wait.
say goodbye?
I think we're good. I think
I
we've
think
teased
we're
them
good.
enough with travel.
Yeah. We'll see you guys Wednesday
Well,
night. All
thanks,
right.
guys.
Bye.